Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am going to be telling you ghost stories. This was a request to me by somebody, so thank you for the request. Basically how this is going to work is I am going to share with you guys 3 ghost stories that I found online that kind of gave me the chills, and then I will be sharing some of my personal experiences with paranormal activity. I don't know how I feel about this because I am kind of freaked out in a way. The way that the stories are gonna go is it's gonna go from like kind of creepy to like the most creepy one, because I feel like that's the best way to do this. There was, I think, 15 or 17 different stories. These are just my top 3. I'll leave a link down in the description box if you guys would like to read them yourselves. And let's get right into the story. The first one that I have for you guys is called The Imposter. One night a girl had to go to the bathroom. So she got up and she took her phone with her. And when she was walking down the hallway, she was texting. So she was looking down at her phone. She bumped into a girl in a white dress. She didn't look up, but she did say, "I'm sorry." She kept walking and she went to the restroom. A few moments after that, she realized that there was nobody in the house with her. She was alone. Here's where it gets a little bit creepy. So the next day, her boyfriend came to her house to pick her up for the movies. He later on told her why she was staring at him from the upstairs window and why she had changed out of her white dress. She said she doesn't even own a white dress. The next story that I have for you guys is called The Intruder. About a guy who was home alone by himself watching TV. He suddenly had the urge to look into the master bedroom. When he did, he saw a man walk out of the closet and straight to the middle of the master bedroom. The man turned slowly, looked at him, and put his finger to his mouth as to shush him. Then the man turned away, walked back to the closet, and vanished. The man that he had saw had blood all over his hands and his shirt. And here's the creepy part. The whole back of his head was missing. The man later moved out because he found out that the last tenant that lived there before him committed suicide in that bedroom, and in that exact spot there was a hole in the ceiling from which the bullet had hit. That's why that hole was there. So this last one is the one that kind of really gives me the chills and creeps me out. It's called The Devil's Deed. Despite the title itself, I don't know about y'all, but to me it kind of freaks me out. 2 years ago there was a girl laying down in her bed. She was fast asleep, and in the middle of the night, she felt somebody grab onto her feet and try to pull her off her bed. Again, I don't know about you guys, but just the idea of somebody grabbing your feet and pulling you off the bed is just... it gives me the chills. She shot up really quickly. As soon as she got up to sit up and see what it was, she started choking. It's a really, really weird situation. The next morning, guys, after this had happened, her mom told her the reason that she got up in the middle of the night was not because she heard her choking. It's because she was having a dream that the devil was pulling her daughter away from her. How bizarre is that? How creepy is that to think that your mother was having a dream that the devil was trying to pull you away from her at the same time that you felt your feet being tugged at and you were choking? Like, it sends chills down my spine. Best believe if I get pulled off that bed, I am dashing out of there fast. Like, who's fast? Sonic the Hedgehog. I am gone. Now that I shared these 3 stories with you, I'm going to go ahead and share some of my personal experiences with paranormal activity. But I am being 100% honest with you guys when I tell you this story. I never would have thought. To first explain this to you guys, the way that my mom's room works is it's her doors, and then right outside her doors is the stairs. And my mom had her bed right next to those doors where if you turn, you can see right down the stairs. Any of you who have been to my house know what I'm talking about. I was sitting on the bed painting my toenails, and my mom was sitting on the chair across from me. So there's a wall there, so she couldn't see down the stairs. Got the urge to suddenly look down the stairs, and when I did, I saw a figure standing there. I real quick turned back to my mom and tried to ignore it, because my mom used to tell us that if we pay it no attention, it'll go away. Looked at her, she said that she could see something was wrong with me. So she asked me what was wrong, and I told her, nothing. I said, never mind, it's nothing, leave it alone. So my mom continued talking, but I kept looking down the stairs. I know what I saw, and it kind of freaked me out in a way, because it was my first time ever seeing a shadow figure like that. And my mom kept asking me what I saw, what was wrong, and I kept telling her it was nothing. And then, keep in mind guys, I don't fully remember what happened this day. This day is still slowly a blur to me. When somebody tells me like kind of what happened, I kind of get an idea of what happened like in my mind, but a lot of the parts in this story are still a blank. So I'm giving you guys the story from like my mom, my sister, or my grandpa's point of view. So my mom said that she asked me what was wrong, and I said nothing, and then she kept asking me what I had saw, and I said nothing. And then all of a sudden, and here's where it becomes a blur for me, all of a sudden I just said, I feel like crying. And she said, why? And I said, I don't know, I just feel like crying. And I just started bawling out tears, crying. And I said, my mom came and she asked me what was wrong, and I said, I don't know, I just feel like crying, and I don't understand, and I don't understand why, and I don't understand why this is happening to me. And she just grabbed me and held me, and she was like, what did you see? What did you see? And I couldn't tell her. I didn't tell her. I just continued saying that I don't know why this is happening to me. I don't understand why it's happening to me, and I don't understand why me, and that's all I continued to say. Telling my mom, because my mom told my grandpa to bring me holy water, and all of a sudden I just told my mom that I needed to see my grandpa. I told her that I just needed to see him now. Don't tell him not to go get the holy water. I need to see him now. I need to talk to him now. Like, I was demanding for my grandpa to be there right then and there, because I needed to see him. I needed to talk to him. But the thing is, I didn't know why. My mom didn't know why. I wasn't saying why. I just said I need to see him. And I told my grandpa to sit down at the table when he got there. When he sat down at the table, my mom said that I completely changed. I wasn't the same person that I am. For all of you that personally know me, you guys know that I am very upbeat when I talk. If you haven't noticed, I talk a lot with my hands. I'm very boom, and you know, I'm very out there when I talk. I'm not very adult-like when I talk. And my mom said that I sat down with him and I crossed my hands and I looked him straight in the eye and I said, how are you doing? You doing okay? Are you doing alright? And she said that I was just asking him how he's doing and, you know, if he's okay, and I just constantly kept asking him. So, and he would turn, my mom said that he would turn away from me, and I told him, no, look at me in the eyes. How are you? Are you okay? And he would answer me, and I just started telling him that he needs to change his life, he needs to change his ways, he needs to keep his job if it makes him happy, and he needs to do what he loves and live life to the fullest, and you know, like basically just like that, like giving him advice. But it wasn't me giving him advice. It was, we believe it was my Uncle Carlos who was giving him advice through me. I know it sounds really weird, but we believe, and what I feel in my heart is, it was my Uncle Carlos who came into me, and he needed to tell my grandpa those things before he could have his final goodbye. He had just recently died, so we believe that he needed to speak to my grandpa and tell him how he felt and let him know before he left. So it was really weird because my mom said that I was talking to him at the table, like really like, you know, I was sitting up and I was looking at him and my hands were crossed and I was like, you know, like the way that your parents would basically talk to you. She said, and then all of a sudden I just yawned, looked at her and looked at him and said, I'm tired, and went on the couch and fell asleep. That was kind of my first personal experience with it. And like I said, I don't fully remember the story, so like if I sounded like I was kind of stuttering in between it, it's because I don't fully remember that day. I remember parts as they tell me, they kind of flash back into my memory, but I don't physically remember ever telling my grandpa these things or, you know, actually like begging for him to come. There's a few things that I don't physically, like mentally remember doing. And that's what's weird about it, is that I personally, and it was me who was telling him this, how come I don't remember? You remember those types of conversations that you have, especially if it's with your grandfather. Why don't I remember these? Yes, guys, that is it for these ghost stories. I don't know if it creeped you out a little bit. The first stories that I told, my personal stories, didn't freak me out. The 3 that I told, though, was kind of giving me the chills a little bit and freaked me out just a tiny bitty bit, because when I was reading them yesterday, and they kind of hit the chills, you know. One more thing that I wanted to share with you guys, I don't know, you know, about you guys, but I am very excited. Halloween is coming soon. We are almost in September. Tomorrow is September 1st, and then it is October, so I'm very excited for Halloween. So if you guys, I mean, I'm not the best at it, but if you guys would like to see some Halloween makeup tutorials, let me know in the comment box below, or give this video a thumbs up so I know. This is actually something that I've been wanting to ask you guys about, but it was just too far along. Now that it's getting closer, if you guys would like to see some makeup tutorials for Halloween, any kind of makeup, if you guys would like to see what I can do, then let me know in the comments box below. I am more than happy to do that for you guys, because I love Halloween makeup. I love doing it. It's just I love it. Okay, so thank you guys so much for for watching this video. Give it a big thumbs up down below if you liked it. Also, if you are new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next video, I guess. Bye.